Hi, what's up guys? Zach McCarley, and we're going to start off the Brazil vlog on day one of the water load. It is Sunday, the day before competition. I weigh in this Friday. I compete Saturday, Sunday. It's a 2-day competition down in Sao Paulo, Brazil. I'm currently in Auburn, Washington, my current residence, and over here at Dungeon Strength, gonna get my last session in for actual training. It's more of a pump session. I expect it to only take about a half hour. And then I have an hour and a half class to teach. We teach Strongman technical class every Sunday from 10 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. So if you're in the Auburn area, you should definitely swing by. But I'm gonna see what I can do to put together these videos. I might just post them as standalone videos. I may also clip them together by the day. You guys are gonna know along the way. I'm gonna be trying to post these as I'm traveling, and you guys can come along for the ride. So I'm going to be documenting pretty much just what I'm doing every day, and should be a fun little ride. So today's workout consisted of some pull downs here. I'm just going to walk you through each of the exercises. This is a double pulley pull down. I like to focus on where my elbows are going here. So you can see that I'm pulling from the elbow, really trying to activate the lats, trying to take the biceps out of it. You can see that I start to supinate my hand just a little bit as I come down. And there's a little bit of pronation at the top. That's to say I'm turning my palm away from myself, turning my thumbs into the midline at the top, and then I'm turning my thumbs out as I come down, bringing my palms towards each other. What this does is it just keeps the lat a little bit more engaged through the movement, and I find that that helps to really stimulate the lats in a way where I can really feel them. The next exercise that I went into was a little bit of rotator cuff. So you can see that I have external rotation right here, and then I'm going to switch to internal rotation. This is a variation that is a little bit more demanding of mobility, but I think that it hits the rotator cuffs very well, or the rotator cuff, I should say. This external rotation that I'm doing first is mainly training the infraspinatus, which is on the back of the shoulder blade, and it attaches to the humerus. You know, this is really helpful for stability in the shoulder. And the next exercise that you'll see me going directly into is moving the pulley up. And then I'm going to turn around, and I'm going to be doing some internal rotation of the shoulder with the elbow out at my side. This is forcing that subscap into a big stretch at the top, and it's forcing it into a stretch under load. And so it's more demanding of your mobility, but it also is a superior way to train the subscap, in my opinion. This is a muscle that I injured at America's Strongest Man this last year. I got a grade 2 tear in, I believe it was my right side. I can't even recall at this point because both my shoulders feel really good. And coming back to this, like sometimes when you have an injury, you just have to train it really, really light. I'm talking like 1 pound of resistance, and slowly start to work it back into engagement and progressively start to load it so it can get more comfortable engaging. And the next exercise I went into was just a narrow grip lat row. You can see that I'm leading the movement with my elbows. I'm allowing my shoulders to protract just a little bit at the top, or you could say at the bottom of the movement. And then I'm pulling the shoulder blades back, activating the rhomboids, activating the serratus, pulling my shoulders down and back, and then pulling at the elbow, allowing the handle to come as low as I can. Leading the movement with the elbows when you're working your upper back, and specifically the lat, it really helps to actually get lat engagement. And that's what you should be after when you're training an accessory movement. You shouldn't be looking at like, oh, I want to hit huge numbers on an upper back day. You should be looking at engagement. And that's just my opinion. That's the way that I train my athletes. That's the way that I train for myself. That's what I found to be most beneficial for the most number of people, including myself. And this is actually an exercise I took from arm wrestlers. It is a variation of a wrist curl with a finger curl into the wrist curl. Really nice movement. And then you can see I'm doing some reverse wrist curls right here. Something that is overlooked is the extensors of the forearms. A lot of times people will get a lot of forearm or elbow pain, and it's because you have imbalance, because you have muscular imbalance. And what this reverse curl is doing is, you can think of it as prehab, but it's also hypertrophy work. We're looking to engage and grow the extensors to balance the forearms, because when you have really strong flexors, you're going to need really strong extensors to balance everything out. And if you don't, then your body's going to let you know by having a lot of problems. So we don't want that. I rounded out the training session with a little bit of alternating
dumbbell curls, and then I go to a little bit of alternating hammer curls with dumbbells. You know, got to take the shirt off, got to see where I'm at. A little bit of vanity in there, but you know, I like to enjoy my look while I'm lean, because it's not something that I can sustain all the time. And it's also not something that's terribly healthy to sustain all the time, is a really low body fat. My body likes to be at around maybe 12 or 15%. That's where it's happy right now. I'm probably sitting a little closer to 10. So that's this, and then we're going to see some shot put, and I'm going to wrap up the commentary for this section right here.
There's kids on the bus are like, and all the drivers are like, oh my god, and like, I've got this shit in my hand and my dog like that, like fucking
Nice.
Did you give it a 9?
And the thing, the second time I heard you, she grabbed my her crunch. Like I heard it one time before.
I throw like just.
Yes.
I'm gonna fuck it up.
You just threw it like a baseball.
Take that.
Which is okay.
Maybe that's just where you start, you know? Like, yeah, that's okay. If you're going as good as you can and get better, that's all you can do.
Yeah. But in comparison, I know it's just...
All right, so this morning went well with the workout. Got a upper back workout and did some shot put. And I'm here at Sumo
You did
Sushi.
great. You did great at shot put.
Here at Sumo Sushi with Rachel. We got Saul on the way. We got Dustin, Dylan and Shelby, and possibly David coming. So we're all just going to pig out. And this is one of my last high carb days. And then I'm just going to...
They're going to never financially recover.
It should be good. So I'll get a couple shots of the food.
Thank you.
Look at that gorgeous mountain. My God. It's so pretty. Just finished up with the sushi buffet. It was very yummy. And yeah, we stuffed ourselves up on sushi. It was a blast. Ate plenty of sodium, drank plenty of water. I'm going to be having about another gallon of water before I go to sleep. And yeah, we had like mango rolls. We had like these super salmon and avocado rolls. We had so much nigiri, it was ridiculous. But yeah, Sumo Sushi, very yummy place. Highly suggested. Yeah, now I'm gonna head home. Gonna write some workouts. I still have a couple athletes to still program for this evening for the next 2 weeks, because I don't plan to bring my laptop with me to Brazil. And other than that, I'm gonna finish up programming. I'm gonna roll out. I'm gonna stretch a little bit. I'm gonna take an Epsom salt bath, and I'm gonna maybe play some video games or something. Just relax a little bit, read a book before bed. That really helps to just like get my get my central nervous system in a more relaxed state, and just unwind. Even just like, sometimes it only takes 2 or 3 pages of reading. Sometimes it takes like 20 or 30, but I usually feel a lot more relaxed after reading just a little bit in the evening, and that'll likely wrap up my day. So I'll end it here unless there's something else that comes up, but if there's not, I'll catch you guys tomorrow.